Hi, so today we're going to be looking at an app called ClassDojo, which is a free app on the App Store. This app is used a lot for classroom management, but it does have some other uses as well. And I've seen this in a lot of elementary classrooms personally, and I think this would be a great tool to use. So when you open up the app, this is the first page that you see. And so as you can see, you can either tap on Add Your Class or Explore the Demo Class. So for today's purposes, we're just going to be doing a demo class. And then the first thing we're going to look at is in the upper left-hand corner, there are these three lines. So when you tap on that, it brings up a bunch of different options. So the first thing you can do is join your school. So if this is something that your whole school uses, you can add that into the app. And then, like I said, there's a demo class option, or you can add your own class if this is something you're using. It also gives you the option to manage your account settings. It has a resources thing that is specifically for teachers. So it gives you some ideas about how to share about ClassDojo with parents if you're using that in your classroom, as well as some frequently asked questions about student accounts and what that looks like. And then lastly, we have a help page that just has lots of answers to any issues you might be having or any questions. So like I said, today we're going to be looking at a demo class. And so when you tap on that on the left hand side there, it brings you to this page, and you can see all of the different tabs at the bottom of your screen. So this is just under the classroom tab, and so this has all of your students' names in your class, as well as some little monster pictures up there. So then what you can do from here is you can tap on a particular student. So if we tap on Justin over here, then it brings up his page, and it gives you positive skills and skills that they can work on. And you can edit these as well if there's something you feel that you would like to use in your classroom. So if Justin was working hard and you wanted to recognize that, you would just tap on this airplane here. And so that adds a point in that green circle in the upper right hand corner of his box. And then on the very left, for the whole class, it adds a point, so you can keep track of how they're doing individually and then how many points the class has. And then something cool about this as well is at the top here, it gives you different options. So like on the multiple tab, if we just tap on that, you can select certain students, or if I wanted to select them all, I could do that. And I could award them all if they were all doing a great job of being on task. Then I tap on that, and it gives them all each a point. Or you can click on the group tab at the top, and you can divide them up by tables, or really any other kind of group that you would like to use in your classroom, which is really handy. And then going back to the different tabs at the bottom, if we go over to the Toolkit tab, it has a ton of different options for you to use in your classroom. And so you could project those up on your screen. And so the first one we see that is blue, looks like a clock, that's the timer, like it says under there. And so it has a bunch of different options if you want to do a 30-second timer or a 5-minute timer, or you can edit it for whatever you need in your classroom. And then the next one to the right is, it's called random, and it's the green with the 2 arrows. And so with this, it just has all of your students in your class, and when you do that, it will randomly choose a student, which could eliminate any arguing between students because it is completely random. And third, the red icon would be the group maker, and so you can randomly select groups, you can enter how many per group, or if you don't want it to be totally random, you can even input who you don't want it to group together to keep those students apart. We also have a noise meter, is the next one to the right. So that works with a computer mic specifically to monitor the noise level in the classroom. Then the next tab is the directions one, and so that is a green one. And with that, you can list the name of an activity that you're doing and list separately each step and display that for your class so they can follow along with what they need to be doing. Then the last one on the top row is that blue one called Think, Pair, Share, and it has some different questions you can use for your students to discuss, or you can add any other questions that you'd like them to talk about. And then moving to the bottom row, the yellow sun, that's called Today, and it's just a way to share daily announcements or maybe a welcome message, or if there's a morning work thing that the students need to be working on when they come in, you can display that there. And then lastly, the orange music note. That is the music option, and it has different channels on there. If you want to play music, they have a focus one as well as an active one to kind of fit the mood of what's going on in your classroom at the time. And then going back to the tabs at the bottom, that middle circle is a camera option. So if you want to take a picture of something or make a video, then you can do that right there in the app, which is really helpful. And then moving to the right one more, we have the Stories tab, so we'll tap on that. This is your class story. It is a great place to share really all kinds of stuff with parents. You can share the photos and the videos that I just mentioned you could take, or any other updates. So that would be something parents like to be involved in what their kids are doing at school during the day. So if that's something you choose to use, you can share those here with your class story. And then the last tab over here is the Messages tab, so we'll tap on that. And then this is a place where you can get connected with your parents and have it all here in this app, which would be nice. And so you can message the parents individually or all together if you need to send them all something, which I think is great as well. And then lastly, in the upper right hand corner, this little bell icon, we tap on that, you can manage your notifications here, so it'll send you stuff with any changes that they're making, so you can turn those on or off. And so that's just another option for that. So this is ClassDojo, and I think it's a great tool to use in the classroom and really for classroom management to reinforce that positive behavior. Thanks for watching.